What is up, my fellow budget travelers? Today I'm coming at you from Charlotte Douglas International Airport, where I had a layover. And the fun thing about having a layover at this airport is you probably have to use the gate thingy. Well, it's cool in the summer, but maybe not in the winter so much. But I always like this because you get to go out onto the tarmac where all the other planes are, and you really feel like you're in that travel mode. Like you're really traveling because you actually see the plane up close and personal and you realize just how big those things are. But anyways, here I am getting my luggage. It's one of those little shooter planes, so it wasn't big enough to put your luggage on top, even though it's carry-on, so they put all your carry-on on the side. And here we are filing into the main terminal. And this is Charlotte, people. It is a huge, huge airport. I'm saying like huge. So there's multiple concourses. It's so big to the point that they need to tell you just how much time is in between each tarmac, just so you don't get stressed out. So just to warn you, you definitely want to have at least an hour if you have a layover, maybe an hour and a half, because depending on which, gate you get thrown into. For example, I was in E and I had to go all the way to B, and we were one of the last gates inside B. So it took us about half an hour to get to our gate. Luckily, we did have an hour and a half in between flights, but here it gives you an idea how much time is in between each thing. And again, it's not to get to your gate, it's just to get to the front of that terminal. So once you're inside that terminal, just consider how much longer it's going to be. Anyways, Charlotte is amazing. It's one of my favorite airports, honestly. I mean, look at this place. It has maps everywhere. It's really easy to navigate. They have a lot of open areas, a lot of food. There's all kinds of food here. Like this actually has the most food I've ever seen in any airport. So they have little bars. They also have little alcoves if you want to sit and watch the planes. They have rocking chairs, which I thought was really cool, and you really feel like you're in the South. I don't know what it is about rocking chairs, but it makes you really feel like you're down south. And the people who work in all these stores and bars and everything, they're always so nice. And also I feel like Charlotte is just, even though it's so huge, you never feel like it's like this frantic run to your gate or anything. It's very chill and like welcoming. It's cozy here, even though it's so monstrously big. I don't know how they did it, but it's really welcoming and you don't feel stressed out in the airport, even though you know your gate is about like a half an hour walk to your next gate. But here's the rocking chairs I was talking about. They also have those escalators all over the place, the moving escalators. There's also windows everywhere, so you don't feel confined at all. You can see all the planes and everything outside. So maybe that's part of it too. There's a lot of natural sunlight in here, which like kind of helps take the stress off. And again, there's so much food and so many drinks and so many art installations. This place is just covered with stuff. And if you watched my last video in Norfolk, you saw how everything was closed. And this is my connecting flight from Norfolk, so you can see just how open everything is, how inviting everything is. Like the restaurants are still open, the stores are still open. Again, you don't feel like rushed or anything, even though at this point it's probably around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. So at all hours of the day, Charlotte really does a good job of keeping you relaxed and keeping everything open and making you feel like you're in this little airport utopia, honestly. I mean, they have plants everywhere. They're also very like environmentally conscious. I don't know if you noticed the different garbage cans as we're walking, but they have the solar powered like compost kind of garbage cans. And then they also have recycle bins. And as you can see, we're almost at our gate at this point. There is gate B. So we're almost there, guys. But as you can see, it has been quite the long walk. And at this point, I'll just let you check it out because I remember I was rushing because our flight was coming up soon. So enjoy the rest of this video. And I hope it takes some of the stress off of Charlotte. When you land here, I know it is really monstrously big, but it's very doable. You can do it. You can handle it. Even if you have to run, they have plenty of space to run, so don't get stressed out. You'll make it to your next flight. Don't you worry. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video. If you like these airport videos, watch the whole thing. Feel free to binge. I have airports from all over the world, so check them out, and I'll see you in the next video.